What's going on? How's everybody doing tonight? Worst week of my life. 17, sister. Man, that's terrible. Sorry to hear that, Tyler. What up, TNT Fishing Down South? How's the sound in the video? I'm trying something new here, so can you see me and hear me? What's the verdict? What's up, Zach? Wow, man, Tyler, that's tough, buddy. Okay, outside world's got me. It's a bit dark. Yeah. If I get out of the way, it'll light up. You can see the spin to win wheel. See when I step out of from in front of the camera. Let me try something real quick here. Go Chiefs. Hey Jim. How you doing, man? Face looks a little more red than normal. I've been out in the sun. No, I haven't. I have not been in the sun. Yeah, sorry for your loss, Tyler. Boy, it's terrible. Hola, Jan. How you doing, man? The new bull shooter. This here is a bull shooter. I don't think it's the new one, though. Is there a new one out? What's a good ratio for jigs? Ty Riley. I do not understand that question, man. What do you mean ratio? Good ratio. Yep, it is good to be around fishing friends. Yeah, Henry, I got a new camera. Does it look any better? Doing good, Jan. Thanks. Oh, gear ratio. Right, Henry, good one. You want to answer it for him? What size gear ratio do you guys use when you're jig fishing? Yeah, new camera. I got to figure the lighting out, though. Some of the guys will say, when I get right in front of the camera, the lighting, it gets dark. So I'm going to have to fix that. Right on, Jim. Go KC. Yeah, most guys are saying 7-1 to 1 or 7-0 to 1 or faster for jig fishing. If I'm pitching and flipping a jig, then yeah, I go with a really high speed reel. If I'm casting and dragging a jig, then I don't care so much about the gear ratio. A lot of times I'll throw it on a 6-4 to 1. But most of the time, if I get a jig going, it's going to be a 7. Like I said, unless I'm pitching and flipping up close, then I got higher speed reels, 8s. I've even got a 9 or 2. The old Abu Rocket, something Rocket. That sucker's like 9 to 1 ratio. It's pretty sweet. How many bait casters do you have now, Ty? I know you your dad was telling me you take good care of your stuff. That actually sounds like your dad, because he's the same way. Best all-around finesse worm for a Nico rig and a shaky head. Well, probably one of the most common ones, John, is the Zoom trick worm. Ty's got 5, man. Sweet. What up, Joe Winda? How you doing, man? Now, there's a real fisherman. You want to know about jigs? Joe knows how to catch them on jigs. He can tell you everything you want to know. For sure. You know, it's funny, if you live up north on big smallie water, Joe and I have been up there and fished some big smallie water before. Everybody uses spinning gear up there. And down here where we're at, we use spinning gear, but we use bait casting and casting rods a lot down here. Yeah, that's a 6 cents divine shaky worm. Looks good, Henry. I've got quite a few of them I've gotten in my Super 6 sacks, but I have not fished with it yet. I live in Missouri, Kansas City. Chiefs. Go Chiefs. How do you like those divine shaky worms, Tyler? Those 6 cent shaky worms. Caught a dink on one when the bite was tough. So that's something. A lot of times if that bite's tough, that Nico rig does seem to, if you're not catching them on a shaky head, someone mentioned the Nico rig or the Neko rig. Sometimes just changing that presentation will get them going. And if that doesn't work, downsize to a smaller worm. Like the finesse trick worm, the Zoom makes some finesse worms. Yeah, the robo worms are good too. I usually use the robo worms for drop shot fishing because they're so skinny. Normally don't put them on a shaky head, but doesn't mean you can't do that. Yeah, Berkeley Maxent, it's popular. See if I can get Joe to comment. Joe, what's your favorite shaky worm? N5 KDA, Southwest Mississippi. Let's see, I fished a tournament down in Mississippi on, what's the name of that lake down there? Pickwick, but William uses the trick worms. Man, you can't go wrong with a trick worm. Man, what's the name of that lake in Mississippi? Wish Noel are on here. He lives down by there. He could. Can't believe I can't remember the name of it. Joe used the trick worm too. Zoom has so many colors for that trick worm. It's unreal how many colors they have. When's the next tournament I fish? Well, Joe, the Magnum trick worm is what he uses. The trick worm, the Magnum's just a little fatter. Joe and I, on the screen there, if you see Joe end on the screen, he and I are fishing team tournaments this year. And I think my first tournament's with him. What's our first lake, Joe? Just got 5 more inches of snow in Nebraska. We got a couple today here. Super fluffy snow. Usually it's wet and heavy, but it's pretty fluffy, so it was easy to get off the driveway. Yeah, Lake of the Ozarks is where Joe and I is our first tournament. And then I got a major league fishing tournament I'm fishing as a co-angler as well down at the Ozarks here in about a month. Tell the story about you and Joe visiting Grandma Smith and her water filter. Oh, geez. I do not want to tell that story. Joe's been to a lot of places fishing with me, and Joe and I, when we would go fish in Alabama down fish Pickwick Lake, my grandma, she's passed away now, but she used to live right by Pickwick. So whenever we went down there, Joe and I would hang out at her house, and she was a character. She was something else. Yeah, the Ozarks in the spring, man, that's good fishing right there. So we're looking forward to that. Tyler has brown with chartreuse tail and zoom worms. Any new baits we're excited about? What do you guys think? Got any new baits you're super pumped up about? I'm always looking at so many that I can't think of one particular one. I'm really, maybe some swim baits. I'm going to be fishing a lot of swim baits. Like I bought a lot of those. Oh man, James Roy Lawson. Look at that. His heart is in the wrong place. Go Bucks. Mr. Lawson's in the Air Force. I got to know him because he was stationed down there in Louisiana with my son-in-law, and he's quite the fisherman himself. Man, I got a lot of, I'm going to ask several Super Bowl questions tonight, Roy Lawson Jr., and you're going to get every one of them wrong. I know you are. Yeah, the movement, Tyler, that looks like a fun lure. I fished with it some. Oh, the 1,000 fish head hunter swim baits. Yeah, I've Pop Tart. I've heard a lot of people talking about those, but I haven't bought one yet. There you go, Ty. Plastic toads. And Joe's gonna fish that mag draft freestyle. That's a sweet lure. Chuck, I'm from Pa and Ma Lakes. All frozen around me. I know. We got frozen water. Ma Check. How you doing, buddy? What are your top baits for summer fishing? Dang, that's the worst time of year. Let's talk about spring fishing, not summer fishing. What about the jabberjaw? Man, I don't have a jabberjaw. Mr. Bucks. Anybody fish the jabberjaw? Have I ever been to Puerto Rico? Yes, I have. Jan has been to Puerto Rico. He lives there. He's our drum roll. Jan does the drum roll for us every prize spin. I have not fished in Puerto Rico, though, and if I get down there again, I'm going to look up Jan. He's going to take me fishing down there. Look at Joe there. Who was asking about summer baits? 10-inch power worm. That's a great summertime lure right there. Joe's telling you. Look at old Jan. He can fish year round, man. The weather's so good. Lucky. I'm just making videos right now because there is no fishing going on. Oh, Zach's going to Puerto Rico soon. Well, maybe you can hook up with Jan. He sent me pictures, so I know he fishes down there. I've sent him baits. He's won baits a couple times. Chuck, you're right. There's always fishing going on somewhere. Ma check, a Texas rig, yes, works good in the summer. In fact, it works good all the time. Outside world does not get snow. Outside world, I think you're in Texas, aren't you? Seems like I remember sending you some of your prizes in Texas. What up, South Lake fisherman? How's it going, man? Caught some mutton snappers and red snappers 2 days ago on my new Daiwa setup. What kind of bait do you use for catching snappers, Jan? Kentucky's a bit hard to fish right now. I like Kentucky. Joe and I have been to Kentucky Lake. I've been there several times. I can't remember. Joe, did you just go with me one time to Kentucky Lake? We went in the summertime. It was hot. Any good moving baits that are good during the summer? Yeah, there are a lot of moving baits that work in the summertime. My check. Crankbaits work in the summertime. Wobbleheads work in the summertime. Yeah, Joe went with me once to Kentucky Lake. It used to be we were there when the fishing was still really good. I've heard with all the Asian carp problems at Kentucky Lake that it's not nearly as good as it used to be. I haven't been there in a few years. South Lake's in Florida. Caught 3 little guys today. Yeah. It's iced over here too, Carter. There's another moving bait. Jim Collins, spinner baits in the summer. Hey, Braden. How you doing, buddy? How's your mom? She looked a little rattled when you were on live with me last week. Surprised her. Expecting snow in northern Kentucky. Huh, that doesn't happen very often. I used to Kentucky. Lexington, Kentucky. Squid. Squid or shrimp? What up, Landon? Man, I didn't think you were going to hop on. You never miss. Chatterbaits work in the summer too. You're right, especially around grass. Lipless cranks work in the summer as well, but I would fish them around grass. Chase baits makes a good squid. Huh, that's good to know. Munfordville, Kentucky. No snow, hopefully. My check, there are better times for lipless. Yeah, Henry's right. Springtime is when you should be chucking that lipless. Here we are in the dead of winter talking about summertime fishing. Caught fish on a minute scrub flipping the docks last time we were there. That's right. In fact, Joe's good at this. We'll go somewhere and everybody's doing something and he'll do something different and figure out a way to catch them. And it was hot and it was tough catching fish. So he started throwing that minute scrub. Rage makes that minute scrub. It's a great bait. We were in a marina flipping around docks and I think he was throwing a white one and started slaying them on that thing. Good deal. Still haven't bought the new reel yet, but going too soon. All right, cool. What brand of line do I like? Well, I kind of go back and forth on on fluorocarbon right now. I'm using Seagar. I went through a Sunline phase, but for a while, my Sunline was breaking on me a lot. So I went back to Seagar. John's not going to be on tonight. Well, that's probably good because you're always winning, and I got to ship stuff to Canada. Thanks for hopping in, though, John. It's good talking to you. Big DD's about to hop on. All right, cool. Yeah, Tyler likes the Sunline Sniper. I started getting some of this new fluorocarbon by Strike King, and I got some in a prize box or one of those things. Just saw on the news that the Chiefs coach was in a car crash. Are you kidding me? It's not Andy Reid, is it? Holy cow. I better look that up. Seagar, I use Invisex and Abrazex. Oh, I think it was okay, it was his son, Britt Reid. He's the linebackers coach. Good. It's not Andy, it's his son, Britt. I mean, that's not good. But Britt Reid, linebackers coach for the Chiefs, under investigation for driving impaired after he was involved in a multi-vehicle crash that left a 5-year-old child facing life-threatening injuries. Dang, that is not good. Reid told an officer he'd had between 2 and 3 drinks and was on prescription for Adderall. Man. The 35-year-old will remain home and reportedly hospitalized in Kansas City while Andy Reid's expected to fly to Tampa Bay on Saturday and coach against the Bucs. That's not good. That is not good. Is Ajo fishing on now? I didn't see him. Landon Trimmer, you've not won yet, buddy? Oh, that's a good question. James Roy Lawson Jr., when do you use or would you use the methylate color? I'll let Joe Enda answer that. Joe, when you throwing that bright orange worm? Man, Landon. Well, hang in there. You got to win eventually, man. Yeti whispers. Got it. Let's see what Joe says. Orange worm. South Lake fisherman. He's thinking right. There's your answer, James Roy Lawson. Throw it on the spawn, N5KDA. Bass bed, spawning bass. That is right. Early spring, when they're moving up on beds. There is a technique called the floating worm technique that Joe and I were actually fishing this last spring. Works good on those shallow bass. Pink and white as well, South Lake fishermen, you are right. Why do you think that is? Why is it that fish will go after those pink and orange worms when they're on the bed, and most of the time they just ignore them? Smallies will do it all, go after them all the time. Yeah. They can see that worm right in their face, and it's a threat. Loud and annoying. You're right. It is a big threat to them, so it bugs them and it aggravates them, and they can't stand it. Guarding fry. Right on, Joe. Garden fry. Buddy crushed a few river walleye with pink and white curly-tailed grubs a few weeks ago. Or on the beds. Pink on a drop shot works on smallmouth all year. That's what I was. Yeah, it's true. Smallies are so different than largemouth or spots, man. Those smallies like those pink colors year round. I don't throw floating worms, but if I tie on a worm and go to the pond and it has moss, I throw it on the moss. Old moss, man. It's a love-hate relationship because those fish, they love getting in under it. And then you got to try to fish in under it. Outside world. What's your PB? That's a good question, everybody. What's everybody's PB? Put your PB on the screen there. My PB is 9 pounds and a bunch of ounces, but not. Let's see what your PB is. Largemouth bass PB. $6.5 from Henry, 6 from Ajo, 9.2 from Pop Tart. That's a beast. Braden's caught a 7.5. James Roy Lawson's caught a 7.2. Jim's caught a 6. N5 KDA's caught an 8.75. You may as well call that 9. Joe's caught a 5-pounder. Terry's caught a 6, and Ty's caught a 6.5. Yeti's caught a 10.7, but Big DD beat him 10.8. Machek a 4.3. Kyle a 5.7. Chuck Main probably 4 to 5 pounds. Didn't have a scale. If you didn't have a scale, then it's probably 5 or 6. South Lake Fisherman, mine is around 6. Remember the one I showed you about? Oh yeah, 5 pounds. They grow small in Canada. That's John Smith. Carter says 6.7. Bob Witt, 6.8 smallmouth. A 6.8 smallmouth. Holy cow. That's huge. And a 7.5 largie. Henry's caught a 5-pound smallie. That's the thing. A 5-pound smallie is ginormous compared to a 5-pound largemouth just because those smallies don't get as big. Christopher Shue, 7.2. Nice. Landon, 5.5. Look at old Bragging Joe. 4 ounces short of 12. I know where he caught it, too, Arizona. Yeti Whispers father-in-law, 12.14. Or 2 ounces under 15 pounds. Yeah, my best Big DD is 9 pounds. Just under 10. That is right. Yeah, Joe's caught. Joe, haven't you caught several in the 12-pound range? Yeah, he caught a 11, what was that? 11 pounds, 12 ounces in a tournament. Man, that would be sweet, wouldn't it? TNT didn't have a scale, but I'd say around 6 or 7. Hey, there's nothing wrong with catching lunkers in a highly pressured lake, Henry. Oh, Yeti Whisperer, Lake Fork. I've never fished Lake Fork. I would love to go down there and try it. Bob Witt, Bay of Green Bay. In the fall, right before the ice up. Caught the smallie. Nice. How do you fish for spring bass from the bank? Braden, in a pond by my house. Tyler, 710. That's a good question. How do you fish spring for bass from the bank? Oh, James Roy Lawson, Toledo Bend has some giants. I fished there once. Jan's going to get kicked off the stream. That is sad. Never got to go bass fishing. Is there any bass in Puerto Rico at all? Heck yeah. Iowa State record. You could probably do it with a swim bait, Henry. Right on, Mike. Go Chiefs. Mr. Bass, what's your biggest bass in North Carolina? I don't know if I've ever fished in North Carolina. I don't think I have. I have never fished in North Carolina, Christopher. Sorry, man. There's your answer, Machek. Sight fish. So from the bank, you can, a lot of times in the spring, those fish are going to be super shallow. They're going to be on beds. And if you have polarized sunglasses and the water's not too dirty, you can see those beds and see the fish on the beds. And you can take one of those orange worms, man, and drop it in on top of those beds, and you're going to get bit. Lake Fork's the most overrated lake in the country. You can catch giants, but the overall population is not very good. Huh. Oh, Jan's got peacock bass. Well, heck, peacock are awesome. I'd love to catch me some peacock bass. Yes, South Lake. I've heard the same thing. Mexico has some monsters. Lake Fork steak record, 18 pounds. Braden, are you asking where I'm from or where somebody else is from? PB Catfish. Look for fry. Yeah, you can see the fry kind of buzzing around. And that's like all the little fish fry that's hatched. And there'll be a bass down there guarding that fry. Braden, I am from right here. See my hat? KC. Go Chiefs. First saltwater fishing, but I got my lures and I'm planning on getting some bass. Yeah, I want to see a picture when you catch one of those peacocks, Jan. Mississippi State record, 18-15. Wow. That is crazy. Wonder what the record here in Missouri is. I know it's nowhere near 18. Do I have any old wiggle warts? I got tons of them, but they're not for sale, buddy. How do I produce so many videos each day? Well, I don't do them every day. Like on a Saturday, I might be able to do 5 or 6, and then you can load them on YouTube and schedule them. In fact, let me tell you, you guys may have been watching some of my backpack videos, and I will tell you which ones I got coming up, which ones I have scheduled. Let me get to my screen here. Let me get to my screen and I will tell you what videos I got coming up, because they're in the schedule. They're just waiting to it doesn't help my channel to publish them all at one time, so I'm spreading them out. So I've done a lot of these backpack videos, and I'm shooting them out about every other day. So, what is today? Today's the 6th, I think. Is today the 6th? Yeah, today's the 6th. And today the Plano backpack video came out. On Monday, I've got a Shimano backpack video coming out. On Wednesday, I've got a backpack with a cooler in it. And then on Wednesday, I've got a backpack by Cast King called the Day Tripper. It's pretty cool. And then 2 days after that, I've got another Lunker Hunt bag. And then 2 days after that, I've got this really awesome Flambeau bag. In fact, I'll show you that bag right here. Look at this bad boy. This is a tackle bag, boys. It's massive. Giant. Just received my lure lock roll up today. Oh man, Richard, those are sweet. Hey, one thing I've realized though, I've had mine sitting for a few days. Right here, it's still sitting here, and I opened it up. Let me show you. I opened this thing up after it's been sitting for a week or two, and where the plastic joins down here, it sticks so hard. I almost couldn't pull it apart. So this stuff really sticks. There's another roll-up tackle roll out there too that doesn't use sticky stuff. It just has plastic pouches. One of you guys told me about it. I'm gonna buy one of those sometime and try it out too, and I'll show you that. Let's see here. What's my favorite backpack so far? Well, I think that one I just showed you is one of my favorites. I also like the Lunker Hunt bags a lot. I like that Shimano bag quite a bit. But I think my favorite one is probably this one here. This is a Lunker Hunt too, actually. It's waterproof. And it looks pretty cool. But it's really just a big waterproof tackle bag. And I think for co-angling, I think the next bag that I really get and use is going to be something like this. It's completely waterproof. Yeah, that lure lock's cool. Jim ordered the blade crate. That blade crate's cool too, man. The only thing I'm wondering about the blade crate is how hard it's going to be to see your lures if you got it completely packed full. I don't think it'll be a problem, but that's the only potential problem I've seen with that thing. What's my favorite Guggen bait? Oh, maybe he's asking Big D. Good, Big DD can handle that question. Yeah, South Lake, the H2 Express one is one of the best price bags out there, and it's got a lot of room for the price, but man, there's not many cheap bags out there. Ha! Landon, you need to do a video on the Ozark Trail fishing backpack. You can get them at Walmart. You mean this? Ozark Trail. I already got it. I haven't done my video on it yet, but I'm going to do one. And that's a really good priced bag. Bandito bugs and Cincos. Order the Bandito bugs last season. Okay. I do not know, Pop-Tart, what that is. The Suchipi backpack. Nice bag for $40, huh? I haven't seen that one. All right. Well, we're going to do little prizes tonight, like we always do. Yeah, hopefully those bag videos will help if you're going to buy a backpack. A lot of those backpacks are good for if you don't have a boat. I think a backpack's a good idea. Some of them even have rod holders and stuff like that. All right, let's do a question. What time we got? Yeah, we've been going quite a while here. Let's do a question for a prize here. Let me go to my questions. Where are they at here? All right. Who wants to spend to win? Simon says, let's do it. Bob has the Bass Pro bag. You know, that Bass Pro bag's pretty good. I've had several of those green bags, not the backpack style, and they were really good bags. Looks like everybody's saying, let's go. Pixafun backpack last week, pretty nice. I'll have to look at that, Shane. Are you a Georgia Bulldog man? Kirby Smart. All right, first question here. This is an easy question. Jan's got the drum roll. Ready? Yep, I got the Tackle Warehouse bag, Joe. I ended up just buying one that I've done a video on too. Bass Pro bag on Black Friday. So far, it's holding up. The one thing about that Bass Pro bag is it's not the backpack, because I haven't used the backpack. I've just done a video on it. But on the Bass Pro bag itself, I had one of them rip out on me while I was on a fishing trip in Canada. But I had it packed to the gills, man. So heavy. Drum roll. All right, here's the first question. There's only one right answer to this question. Who is going to win the Super Bowl? That's it. Go. Hey, Joe. Hey, Joe Fishing, you got it right, man. In fact, you all got it right, but hey, Joe is the first. Lance, you are so wrong, dude. You are so wrong. Matt Lovelace. If you answer Bucks, it's automatically going to be wrong. I'm sorry. All right, Joe Fishing. You were the first, man. You were the first. I'm going to be asking several Super Bowl questions tonight, so it will be easy to answer. Okay. Hey, Joe, let's spin. Can everybody see the wheel back here? All right. I guess I ought to explain this wheel, even though most of you guys. Oh, Richard's from Buffalo, still salty. I'll tell you what, those Bills got a good team, man. I like Buffalo. I still remember when the Bills went to the Super Bowl like 4 years in a row and lost all 4 years. Old Jim, was it Jim Kelly was his name? Something Kelly. Man, oh man. I had a buddy in the Army with me at the time that was a huge Bills fan. And I was, of course, huge Chiefs fan. And we were in the playoffs a lot back then, Marty Schottenheimer. But we never could get to the big dance. And the Bills did it 4 years in a row. Jim Kelly, yeah. And they didn't win. They lost all 4 years. It was amazing. Seahawks, come on, Joe. All right. Ajo wants to spin here. I got to explain the wheel, though, for those who are new. All right. Right now, it is on KVD, the world's greatest fisherman. If you land on KVD, you win the big prize of the night. And the big prize of the night is the Warriors tackle box. If you remember, we had this last week, and a guy won. I don't remember who it was that won, and he decided he didn't want it, so it's still here. And it's got one of those amazing color-changing crankbaits. He goes from red to white. So that's the KVD prize. After the KVD prize is won, then the KVD becomes a strike. Red X is a strike. If you land on the red X, you do not win tonight, but your name does go in the drawing for the big prize at the end of the month. In fact, any winner or anybody that gets to spin, even if you don't win, you get to go on the drawing for the big prize at the end of the month. Okay, another one of the rules is you can only win once tonight. You cannot win more than one time. So don't answer questions after you've won, unless you got a buddy or something you're trying to give them the answer to. But all right, so that's what KVD and the red X is. If you land on one, you win one prize out of one of our bait buckets. We got a bucket full of soft plastic lures here. You can pick one out of the soft plastics bucket, one out of the miscellaneous bucket, which was the popular bucket last week. It's got spinner baits and terminal tackle and line and miscellaneous stuff. Or you can pick one out of the hard bait bucket. Crankbaits, jerk baits, topwater lures, hard baits. If you land on a 2, then you get 2. And then if you land on the Angel, you win a prize, and you get to pick one person in the conversation who wins a prize. Okay? You get the question right, but you can lose spinning the wheel. That's right, Swak. You can lose spinning the wheel. Doesn't happen very often, but all right, if you land on Roll Tide, let's face it, there's nothing better than Roll Tide. You get to win one of these tonight. Either a Texas rig kit. It's got everything you need to go Texas rigging. It's got your weights, bullet weights. It's got your hooks. It's got your worms, your creature baits, or a Carolina rig kit. So, your choice. You can pick the Texas rig kit or the Carolina rig kit if you land on Roll Tide. If you land on the jackpot, which is the Mr. Bass sticker, If you land on the Mr. Bass sticker, you get to pick 3 prizes. So pretty sweet. The Mr. Bass sticker is where you get the 3. Roll Tide is just a specific prize, and this week it's going to be the Texas Rig Kit or the Carolina Rig Kit. All right, Ajo Fishing, are you ready? Are you ready to spin? Let's do it. Two. All right, Ajo Fishing, dude, you have won 2 lures. Where do you want to go? Which bucket? He wants a miscellaneous and a hard bait. All right, miscellaneous is over here. Miscellaneous bucket. Got to figure this camera out. 3/8 ounce Strike King tungsten. That's a pretty sweet prize. And you said hard bait for the other one? Hard bait. Booyah. Hard knocker. A Booyah hard knocker. And this is Ghost Red Craw. Wow. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Let me get this written down so I don't forget. Congratulations, Ajo Fishing. You have won the tungsten and Booyah hard knocker. Nice. Tungsten, dude. That's some high dollar stuff there. It's not all cheap monster bass stuff. And by the way, some of those monster bass lures are pretty darn good. First winner, 2 prizes. That's pretty good start. All right, let's do a 14 and under. If you are 14 years old or younger, this is a question for you. Okay. So, first off, let's see on the screen there, who is 14 and under? Yeah, South Lake. We'll do 15 and under. If you're 15 and under. 15 and under. All right, this is the honor system. I have no way of verifying, so you got to be honest. If you're older than 15, don't answer this question. Is everybody ready? Want to give you ready time to get ready to put your answer in. There's only one correct answer here. Who is going to, according to Mr. Bass, who is going to lose the Super Bowl? Go. All right, I don't see an answer yet. Might be slow. Outside World, you got it right. You got it right, Outside World. The Bucks, of course, are losing the Super Bowl. Come on. I cannot believe all you guys that said KC. You should already know. I already said who the winner was. KC, that was the first question. All right. James Roy Lawson. He might get me next week if if we don't pull it off. All right, so congratulations to our winner. I did see Big Hill. I fooled them. They weren't really listening, were they? I fooled them with that one. All right. All right. I've already forgotten who the winner was there. I got to scroll back up and find you. Outside World won, didn't he? All right, Outside World. Let's spin. Let's spin, buddy. What? Oh, I thought you had the X, but no, you have won. Warriors Tackle Supply. How about that? Nice. Outside World, how old are you? Let's make sure he doesn't answer wrong. 13 years old. How about that? A 13-year-old won the big prize tonight. Pretty cool. All right. Thank you, KVD. Good job, Outside World. Didn't take you long this time. All right, let's throw a couple more fishing questions out there. What else you want to talk about? I can't just spin all night long. No doubt, Kyle, to be 13 again. Braden, it said I was first. Sorry, buddy. I'm not trying to stick it to you. I just have to go off what I see on my screen here. Maybe Outside World to share with you. Do. All right. I'm going to go back and check. Nope. Sorry, Braden Spurlock. Outside World had bucks, then Big DD had bucks, and then Braden Spurlock had bucks. You were third, buddy, not first. But hey, the night is young. You still may win. See you, Landon Trimmer. Sorry you got to go, man. Thanks for hopping on. Hit that like button for me. If you would, I would appreciate it. South Lake Fisherman, I was in the Army. United States Army. I was in Germany for 5 years. Right on, Ty Riley. Have you got any brush jigs? Good idea to get a brush jig if you're throwing a jig in brush. Those brush jigs don't get hung up as bad. Don't give up, Braden. I'm sure you'll eventually win here. Any good fishing in Germany? I do not know. There probably is. I never did any fishing when I was in Germany. I just didn't have, it's a different time in my life, really. But I did do fishing in England. In fact, in England, I'll tell you this, when I was 19, 20 years old, I was a missionary in England, and I went fishing with some guys, and they were fishing with what are those white things called? Maggots. They're fishing with maggots. And over there, you can probably do it here too. I just had never seen it. They would take these maggots and they would dye these maggots in different colors. So you could get red colored maggots, blue colored maggots, green, yellow, whatever, or just uncolored maggots, white ones. And this is no joke. What these guys do is that these maggots are live. They will take these maggots and put them in their mouth and hold them in their cheek. And then they'll spit one out and put it on the hook and fish with it. And after they catch a fish, they'll spit another one out and put it on their hook. Crazy, gross. Well, I went fishing with them, and I was not going to put those things in my mouth. No way. No way was I putting maggots in my mouth. But I did hold them in my hand. That is the craziest feeling, having all these maggots crawling around in your hand. It is just crazy feeling. So yeah, I don't know why they keep them in there, put them in their mouth. If it was, I don't even know why they did that. I don't know if anybody knows anybody from there can answer the question why they do that. It's quick. You didn't have to take them out. Didn't have to go looking for one. One's in your mouth. You just spit it out and put it on a hook. It was pretty key. And I guarantee you, maggots are good bait. They catch fish. You know what I was told though, that the dyes they use on those maggots was bad stuff, and it was causing some health problems for guys. So yeah, James Roy Lawson, ask them if they know anything about that. That was quite a long time ago. I don't know if they're still doing that or if they've stopped, but it was crazy. Pretty crazy. What were we fishing for? I don't even know. We were fishing these canals, and I cannot remember. It's been so long ago. I can't even remember what we were catching there. It was probably panfish, maybe trout. I don't know. Frogman pipes. He was only a trash truck driver for 3 hours, and the magnet said, Can we do another question? Man, look, Braden only cares about the prizes. Green dyed night crawlers. Yeah. That's cool. All right. We better do another question for Braden. He can't stand it. All right. All right. Let me get back to my page with my questions here. All right. This is a question I have asked before. Okay. Trying to help you guys out. This is a repeat question. So some of you may know the answer to this one. I've done videos on almost all these questions I ask you about. What is my favorite bladed jig chatterbait called? What's it called? That's the question. Richard says jackhammer. Nope. Thunder cricket. Nope. It's not jackhammer. It's not thunder cricket. It's not Guggen. It's not war eagle. It's not strike zone. John Smith, that Canadian, he got it. And Gabriel, let's see. John Smith was the first one, and then it looks like Gabriel Tepper said cross-eye, so that one. John was definitely the first. It's the rumblefish. The rumblefish. John Smith, you are right. You guys forgot that already. That was kind of a trick because you can't buy them anymore, so you have to be listening to my videos, but I've talked about the rumblefish numerous times. So good one, John Smith. Let's go ahead and spin for you. Here we go. Jan's got the drum roll going. Strike. How about that, John Smith? Dude, that's our first red X of the day. But your name goes in the hat for the drawing at the end of the month. So there's no real loser. Sorry about that, John. Yes, John, you can answer another question. That's one of the rules I didn't mention. If you land on the red X, you can answer another question and try to win again. And we had that happen. We did have either last week or the week before, someone got an X and then he answered a question later and then won a prize anyway. So it's not completely hopeless, but we got to have a little bit of suspense in this game. So I'm keeping 2 red X's in here. Aha, it was John Smith. How about that? He knows all about it. He's done this before. He's landed on the red X, struck out, and then won again. Matt Lovelace. Thanks, buddy. Super chat. Matt Lovelace has donated $4.99 to our tackle fund. Appreciate that, man. If you want to participate in the super chat, donate a little money. I use that money to buy more lures for our spin to win giveaways. Thanks, Matt. Appreciate it, man. I'm not going to blow the whistle because I got too many complaints that hurts people's ears. But appreciate it very much. Braden, I wish I could win. You are a winner, Braden. Don't let anybody tell you you're not. I don't have any money. Hang in there, man. The night's not over. We're gonna have more questions, and you just might win. Have you been watching the videos? Because most of the questions come from the videos. Or I'm asking Super Bowl questions, and most of those are pretty easy. Although I really threw you guys off a few minutes ago. South Lake, I will do another 15 and under, but not yet. Not quite yet. All right, let's do another question for everybody. Everybody can answer this one. All right, we've been talking about it already. I've been reviewing these backpacks. I've been doing backpack videos. So I might ask you a couple of backpack questions tonight. The first one I'm going to ask you is one of the backpacks that I reviewed. One of the backpacks I reviewed cost $200. What's that backpack called? $199.99. A $200 backpack. What was that backpack called? Go. Fisherman 83. You got it. Fisherman 83. A lot of you guys got it. It's the Wild River. The Wild River Nomad XP. But Wild River is good enough. Congratulations to Fisherman 83. You got it, dude. I think that's the first time Fisherman 83 has ever won. So, congratulations. Congratulations. No, Braden, did you know the answer to that one? Okay, Fisherman 83, are you ready to spin and see if you win a prize? See you now, N5KDA. Thanks for hopping on, buddy. Appreciate it, man. All right, here we go, Fisherman 83. Let's see how you do. Drum roll, Jan. All right, you got a prize. One prize, Fisherman 83. Which bucket you want to fish out of? Hard bait, soft plastic, or miscellaneous? My check got it right. A lot of you guys got that one right. You got to be fast on the trigger, though. Hard baits. All right. Here it is. Hard baits for Fisherman 83. Here it is. Raw Outdoors lipless rattle bait, 3 inches long. I got to figure out my new camera here. Lipless crankbait, 3 inches long, a ½ ounce in weight. There it is. Congratulations. Also, if you win a prize, with every prize, you also win the incredibly awesome Mr. Bass sticker. And I'm also throwing in Monster Bass stickers because Monster Bass had a big sale on stickers and I bought a bunch. So you'll also get a Monster Bass sticker. Every winner will get 2 stickers plus their prize. So congratulations, Fisherman 83. Let me write this down so I don't forget it. Fisherman 83. Raw Outdoors. Oh, man, go Bucks. Come on. Let's not get all negative talking about the Bucks winning. It's a Chiefs night. Hit the thumbs up, everybody. Thanks, Yeti Whisperer. Appreciate that. All right, I'm going to do 2 different things tonight with my questions that I haven't done before. And some of you are going to really like this next one. I know one guy who's really going to like it. His name is Braden. The next question is for only people who have never won a prize. So if you have never won a prize, you get to answer this next question. But if you have ever won, and I know who's won, I keep a list, you are not allowed to answer. So that should make some of you very happy. Right, Braden? Oh, Braden's won. Sorry. Okay. Here we go. Here's the question for those who have never won. Let me see. What question am I going to ask you here? All right. My latest video that I published, of my buddy fishing, Noel, who was fishing jerk baits. I posted it a few days ago. He was catching fish, fishing jerk baits, and he talked about how he accidentally, when you fish a jerk bait, you throw it out there and you jerk, 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 pause, twitch, 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 pause, twitch, pause, twitch, 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 pause. And he was not getting any bites. And he started to reel in his jerk bait, just retrieving, like Richard's saying, and he's a straight retrieve. That's not the question, by the way. And as he was reeling in that jerk bait, straight retrieve, he got bit. And so he started just doing that, and he started catching fish, just chunk and wind, straight retrieve. So that's the technique. But the question is, he fished 2 jerk baits. He fished one by Mega Bass, and he fished another one by Strike King Lures. All you have to do is tell me the exact name of either of those jerk baits. Go. It's got to be the exact name, so if it's a partial, you won't get it. James Roy Lawson. That's not quite it. It's close. I'm looking for the exact name. Gabriel, you're close. Okay. Shane, you're even closer, but you didn't get it. And Alex Reese, you're the first winner. Alex Reese. So Alex Reese got the KVD 300. We're still looking for the Mega Bass answer. He specifically mentions exactly this bait, and that was an important part of it. Not the color, Joe. Oh, Fisherman 83, you're close, man. You can't win twice in the same night. That's not the right answer, but it's really close. Look at Fisherman 83's answer. He's almost got it. Gabriel, you got it, buddy. Look at Gabriel's answer. Mega Bass 110 plus 1. The KVD 300 and the 110 plus 1. That's the 2 lures. So I wasn't looking for just 110 because there's a bunch of 110s. And the plus 1 matters here because he was fishing in deep water. And you got to get that bait down there. The same with that 300. The 300 has a big bill on it to get it to dive deep. Sorry, James Roy Lawson. You were close, buddy. All right. Hey, that was kind of exciting. That was kind of exciting. All right. So who was my first winner? Let's go with you first. We'll spin. Who got my KVD 300? The chat scrolls so darn fast. Alex. Okay, Alex. You ready to spin? Alex Reese. Here we go. Let me get the bucket out of the way. Right on, kick your bass. Thanks for hopping on. Go Chiefs. Alex Reese. KVD. That's a strikeout, Alex. That is a strikeout, but sometimes I break the rules, and sometimes I will let you win if you land on KVD anyway. I did this a week or two ago. So I'm going to let you pick one bait out of a bucket. Which bucket do you want, Alex Reese? Thanks, Richard. Appreciate you hopping on. Alex Reese wants something out of the miscellaneous bucket. Okay. Here we go. Terminal tackle, line, miscellaneous. Here we go. Bam. Strike King. Headbanger. Buzz bait. Sweet. That's a great lure. Strike King. Buzz bait. Congratulations, Alex. Now let's see. Who was winner number 2? I think it was Gabriel something, right? Buzz Toad. It is a very fun bite. Kick your bass. You are right. That is a great lure. Super fun. Where's Gabriel? You ready to spin, buddy? Gabriel Tepper. All right, here we go. One. All right. What bucket you want, Gabe? Zach needs to be kicked. What's Zach doing? All right, Gabe wants a miscellaneous bucket as well. Okay, here we go. Miscellaneous. What's this? Oh, from the Lucky Tackle Box. It is 12-pound mono. 12-pound monofilament. All right. Congratulations. Free fishing line. Nothing like free fishing line. Fishing line cost me a fortune. All right, Braden, you want to give your fishing line to Braden? How about that, Braden? You want his fishing line? Braden Spurlock? Well, you better thank Gabe. That's pretty nice thing for Gabriel Tepper to do for you. Congratulations. You are right, Kick Your Bass. It is expensive to keep line on. Oh, Braden's saying no, too. I think some of these guys don't know how much fishing line costs. All right. that's okay if you don't want the prize. You'll still get your name in, Gabe. Still get your name in for the big prize. I will just put the mono back in the bucket because I don't want to keep jumping around to other people. So back in the bucket it goes. All right. Now here is the next thing that we're going to do that's a little different. Who is brand new on the line? This is your first time watching the live stream. Let's see how many I got out there. Yeti Whisperer, thanks. He's paying the shipping. That shipping is expensive. Awesome. Yeti Whisperer is helping out the channel. Appreciate it. All right. All right. James Roy Lawson said second. So let's say if this is your second or first time. I'm wanting newbies. So first time or second time, you can answer it. You get to answer this question, okay? Get some of the newbies a chance to answer. So if this is your first or second time on the live stream, Jan's been here from day one. I know you're not new, buddy. Fisherman 83, thanks, man. Another $4.99. That's shipping to. That's not shipping to Canada. Anybody know how much it costs to send one bait to Canada? I do because I've been doing it. $14.95. $15 to send one lure to Canada, John Smith and John Gill. Amazing. Thanks, Fisherman83, for helping out on the super chat. Crazy. But if you win and you're in Canada, I'm still going to send it to you, even if it does cost me $15. That's just the way I roll. All right. So if this is your first or second time, you get to answer the next question, okay? First or second time. Hopefully you will get this right. Let me see. I'm going to ask you a Super Bowl question, so this may be easy. What is the name of the awesome quarterback for the Chiefs? Big DD. Big DD, have you only been on one or two times? Big DD was first. My check, I think, was second. Man, this thing flies when we get. I ask a question you guys all know the answer to. This thing goes by fast. But it looks like Big DD is first. And my check was second. Joe Montana. Hey, Joe Fishing. Hey, he was quarterback for the Chiefs for a while. All right. So, Big DD, if you've only been on once or twice, I thought you'd been on more than that, then you are the winner. If you have been on more than twice, then my check is the winner. Big DD says this is his second. All right. Well, I'll go ahead and I'll give you both. I'll give the first two a prize this time. So we'll do Big DD first and then my check. All right. Are you ready? Here we go for Big DD. Big DD. All right, you got one. Which bucket you're looking for? Kick your bass. Thanks, man. Thanks for helping the channel with 5 big smackers. Sweet. All right, Big DD, soft if there's any Guggen in there. There probably is some Guggen, but I'm not looking. I just stick my hand in and whatever comes out, man, that's what you're getting. Big bite baits. Real deal shad. Real deal shad. This is a nice color. This is SS shad is the color. Dawson was the only other Chiefs QB to take the Chiefs to multiple Super Bowls. You're right. Lenny Dawson. What? That was many, many years ago. All right, Big DD, you got the real deal shad by Big Bite Baits. Now we got Ma Check. Congratulations, Big DD. All right, Ma Check. Are you ready? Ready to spin to win? Jan's got the drums going, so here we go. How would we rig those? All right, while I'm spinning, everybody answer the question to Kyle. How do you rig the real deal shad? Everybody that knows, let's help our buddy out here. Kyle, how do you rig the real deal shad? Jim Collins says EWG, extra wide gap hook. Sounds good. That's true. You could use it as a trailer for sure. Texas rig it. We got the Angel. My check has landed on the Angel. How about that, dude? So my check, you get a prize and you get to pick one person on the live chat to win a prize also. So first, pick someone. Drop shotting it. That's not a bad thought, Shane. Big D picked Kyle Little. Okay, so Kyle Little, congratulations. Let us know what bucket you want to go. We'll do you first, and then we'll do Big DD next. Oh, wait a minute. No, my check picked Braden. Sorry. My check picked Braden. Sorry, I was thinking Big D here. I got mixed up. It was my check that won the Angel, so my check has picked Braden. Okay, Braden. Which bucket do you want me to pick your prize from? You don't spin on the miscellaneous. Okay. Miscellaneous. Here we go. Here it is. So this is for Braden. Miscellaneous. Dobbins, 1/2 ounce spinnerbait. Nice. That's a pretty good one, Braden. Dobbins spinnerbait. Sweet. Hot check. Everyone hit the thumbs up, please. Thanks, Kick Your Bass. Thanks for spreading the word there. Thank you, Machek, for picking Braden and helping him out. He was a little desperate tonight after winning and then turning his prize in and then wanting it back again. So that was nice to help him out. Machek, what bucket do you want me to pick from? Let me guess. He don't want it. Oh, wait. He wants it now. Oh, geez. You got to admit, that's kind of funny. Machek wants hard baits, and he wants me to go deep. Deep in the bucket. All right. I'll see. I'm going to see down there in the bottom. Here it is. The Arbogast Bait of Champions. Let's face it, dude. The Jitterbug is an old school fish catching machine. The Jitterbug will catch fish. Congratulations, Machek. And because Machek, you were such a good dude, I am also going to give you a free Texas rig kit as well. Because you were able to help save Braden's night. So good job. Nice work. Riley Williams, yes, buddy, you got it. Blind to Binda, man. That you're a funny dude. You're a funny dude. Are the old ones better on the jitterbugs? I don't think it matters, to tell you the truth. I fished old ones and new ones, and they're a great pond bait. Top waters, just a fantastic topwater lure for ponds. Yeah, I think Braden is a young buck. We had him live. Braden, weren't you live on Instagram last week? Yeah, Braden's 13. He's a young guy. Yeah, he got on Instagram with us last time. That was fun. You're right, Bob. Jitterbug makes a very unique kind of wiggling action in it. It makes a unique sound, and the bass love them. So when you fish any topwater, you know, you're going to want to use a fishing line that floats, mono or braid. Yeah, he was live last week. That was fun. I'm going to start doing more live stuff where we can get people on. That was fun. And muskie love them too, huh? Boy, it seems like a muskie would destroy that bait. Those big old teeth. Thanks, T-Star 300. Appreciate you hopping on. It's good to have you here. We just talk fishing and give out free baits when we can until we run out. But we've had several people help out tonight. That is appreciated for sure. John Smith, I have not thrown the jointed jitterbug. I don't know. Anybody thrown the jointed jitterbug? Kyle, you're right. Muskie are beasts. Thanks, T-Star 300, for subbing to the channel. Appreciate it. Almost to 1,500 subscribers now, and We could use more for sure. Um, just a reminder, if you were a winner tonight, you need to send me a DM on Instagram. My Instagram is at Mr. Bass TV. I'll put it on the chat here. At Mr. Bass TV. Where it says Restream IO, that's me. Mr. Bass TV is my Instagram account. Send me a DM there with your address, and also let me know what bait you won so that I can compare it to my notes and make sure I get you sent the right lure. Oh, nice, Bob. Thanks. Thanks for sharing the stream on your Twitter account. Really appreciate that. Rico Popper or Yellow Magic, boy. That's like saying, do you love something awesome or do you love something fantastic? Because the Rico and Yellow Magic are both awesome. But I think I slightly prefer the Rico. But I love them both, man. They are great poppers. What's your favorite line for winter? Fluoro 12 pound and under just gets too brittle. You can break it with your hands. Man, what kind of fluoro are you using? Cause I don't have that problem. You can throw small diameter fluorocarbon in super cold water and it should not be breaking on you. Frogman, Rapala makes some great lures. I did a video on the Rapala DTs. Those are some of my favorite, the DT crankbaits, but they make a ton of great lures. Rapala does. Oh, thanks, Terry. Terry Nance is a fishing doctor. He paints lures, and he has painted some wiggle warts and is going to send me some. That'll be awesome. Can't wait to see your artwork. Jim, I am not going to fall for that. Hey, Zach, if you don't like fluorocarbon, then try mono. There's some great mono out there. Mono is very durable. Mono does well in cold water, and as long as you're not fishing a top water, you can use mono. Even for a top water, you can use mono for a lot of techniques. The only time that doesn't work is if you've got a lure that, like for example, if you've got a sinking lure that you want to slowly sink, mono's gonna get in the way of that. Ty's always struggling to keep enough line on your reels. Yeah, that's a problem we all got. Jim Collins, you're right. Shad Raps, they're made by Rapala, and they're fantastic lures in the wintertime for sure. Colder water, Shad Raps are awesome. I usually fill my spools up, but if you're trying to save on line, you can put a backing on. You can take old line and put it like on the first half of your spool and then tie your fresh line on that so that the fresh line is what you're actually catching the fish with and the old line is just taking up all that space on your spool. That'll help you save line. How do you know how much backing to put on before you start your main line? Well, it just depends on how deep the spool is. If it's a really deep spool, you can go about halfway. And if it's a shallow spool, then they will tell you on the spool how much line it holds. Like it'll say it holds 90 yards, a 12-pound test. Well, if you know that your average cast is 60 yards, let's say, and I don't know if that's it, I'm just throwing it out, 60 yards, then put 30 yards of backing on and then tie 60 yards of good line on. Line is crazy expensive, but monofilament is cheaper than about all of them out there. Which beard oil do I use? Jeez Louise. That's my smart aleck brother right there, asking stupid questions. Yeah. Most people, you should use a backing when you're putting braid on a spool because it's going to slip. You either use a backing with braid or you can use, I use electrical tape. Either way, just it needs to be able to grip the spool. Yeah, I don't know about that, Bob. Maybe it does help with backlashes. I haven't really noticed that. Yes, Zach, I will ask probably one or two more questions. Dapper Band is a good beard oil. Oh, geez. All right, we're trying to stick to fishing here. I guess I could start a channel about beards. You're right, John. Electrical tape will get messy. But I'm in the electrical business, and if you buy really high quality electrical tape, you can't buy the cheap stuff. If you buy the really, really high quality stuff, it does fine. There's an electrical tape made by the 3M company. It's called 33 Plus. And that is very good electrical tape, and it works just fine. It's made by 3M. 33 Plus is what you want. Braid will slip even with a really good knot, but tying a really good knot really reduces the amount of slippage. But you should always leave a tiny bit of tag in on the end of your knot when you're tying braid, when you're tying a lure to braid, because it will slip. It's just kind of inherently part of what braid does. Oh man, I've used it on welding leads when they get cracked and works great. Huh? Yeah, I could see that. Oh, on the spool. Yeah, you are right. Blind to binda. You are right about that. All right, let's do another 15 and under question for South Lake fishermen. If you are 15 years or younger, we will do a 15 and under question right now. Let me find one here. Let's see here. Wonder if you guys will know the answer to that one. Let me see here. I don't know if you will. Okay. 15 years and younger. Have you ever caught fish with a cane pole? Another goofball question for my brother. You can definitely catch fish with a cane pole, can't you guys? Okay, here we go. Here is your question. This has to do with one of my videos that I posted. I think it's probably less than a week ago. So if you watched all my videos this last week, you will probably know the answer to this question. All right, so if you're 15 and under, here's the question. I did a video on the brand new spinnerbait box by Flambeau. What is that box called? What is that spinnerbait box called by Flambeau? Go. That's the question. This will tell me whether they watch the video or not. Trevor Thompson, you got it. Although it's not Blake Crate, but I'll give it to you. I'm assuming you meant to type Blade. That's probably a typo. Congratulations, Trevor Thompson. You got it. Zach, my dad's currently swearing at me to come eat. Sorry, buddy. Thanks for hopping on. See you next Saturday. Next Saturday. Trevor Thompson. We need to spin for you. Trevor Thompson. Are you ready, Trevor? We got our drum roll from Jan. Here we go, Trevor. All right, you're a winner. One bait. So, do you want a hard bait, soft plastic, or something out of the miscellaneous bucket, Trevor? Trevor. Come in, Trevor. Is my computer frozen here or what? Anybody see an answer from Trevor? Miscellaneous. Okay, here we go. Miscellaneous for Trevor. Bam. The Jewel Baits Pro Spider Jig. This is a great lure, man. Two of them. There are two jigs in here, and this is the peanut butter and jelly color. Nice. Congratulations, Pro Spider. That's one of my favorite jigs. Trevor. Sweet. All right. That is nice. Okay, we're going to go about 5 more minutes till 10 o'clock, and then I'm going to wrap it up. So let's talk for a couple more minutes, and then we'll do one final question. Yeah, PB&J is a great color. At least it is where I live. Can't go wrong with a little PB&J. Southern Wisconsin, Bob. That's a great place to fish, man. I love fishing up north. See you, A. Joe. Fishing, thanks for hopping on tonight, buddy. Appreciate it. If you're a winner, don't forget to send me a DM on my Instagram account and give me your address at Mr. Bass TV. What's in the cup? Oh, what's in this cup? Water. Usually, if I don't have water, I got Dr. Pepper. But I got water. Reed, Dean, you are such a liar. You're a good fisher, girl, though. You can catch them. You were slaying them that one time we were out there in that shallow pond. See this Reed, Dean? Fun fact, Mr. Bass's daughter. That's my daughter. Mr. Bass, you're right. My family's raiding the party, but that's good. It's nice to have family. Right on, Daniel Hedrick. I love it. I love it. I love Ozark fishing, man. If you guys have never fished the Ozarks, there's something about these Ozark reservoirs with all the bluffs. Beautiful water. Really fun fishing. What's the best winter bass fishing lure? Man, that's such a hard question to answer because it depends. It depends on the water. Depends on where you're fishing and what type of water and how cold the water is and what kind of cover is in the water and how hard the bottom is. And so there's just so many to that. One of my favorite cold water lures is actually the Ned rig, though. I've caught a lot of fish in the cold water with a Ned rig. And I love that Mega Bass Dark Sleeper in the cold water too. That thing works great. In fact, I got one right here. Dark Sleeper. There it is. This is a great cold water lure. Largemouth, love it. Smallmouth, love it. That is a good lure. Sweet. Sounds good, Bob. I'm sure you will have a good time. You can find dark sleepers just about everywhere. Almost every company sells them now. Okay, Terry Nance. That's fine. Just send me your address and that'll work just great. What's my go-to Ned bait? Man, I love the Z-Man TRDs. But I like the Elastec. I think the fact that they float so well helps. And they're just great. See, Big Hill, I work for an electrical contracting company, and I started out in the field as an apprentice, and then I work in the office now. Good to see another electrical. I'm telling you what, some of the best fishermen in the world are tradesmen. And that's because they grew up fishing with their dads and their grandpas and their uncles and aunts and lots of tradesmen. If you go to these tournaments, you'll always find tradesmen are in every one of these tournaments. Not that you got to be a tradesman to be a good fisherman, but lots of electricians like to fish. Do you break up the salt on your plastics? Yes. In fact, on the turds, the TRDs, man, I stretch those suckers out. Really, I really think tearing them up and stretching them out and breaking up that salt really helps on the bites. Right on, Trevor. Terry already told me that somewhere. So he can send me the DM. That's fine. And just tell me, just mention in your message Terry, that it's for Trevor. That'll be fine. Awesome. We are going to do one last question, Zachary Dunn, the Tambaki Lord. We are doing one final question, and it's 10 o'clock, so we may as well do it. Okay. Let me look at my questions here. Last question of the night. What are we going to use here? See, I've already asked that one. Come on. Already asked that one. Okay. This one might be hard. It might be easy, but might be hard. I don't know if I got. All right. A few weeks ago on the channel, I did some unboxing videos of some lures by Working Class Zero. They are a soft swim bait. It's called the Citizen swim bait. And on my last video, it was either a week ago or 2 weeks ago, I showed you a brand new package of Citizens that I got. What color were they? What color were those Citizen swim baits? That's the final question. Good luck. It was just a package of 2 baits. Not white, not shad, not black, not pumpkin seed, not ghost, not threadfin shad or bluegill or black, not chartreuse, not ghost shad, bluegill, pink, blue, red, orange. Nope, those are all wrong. IU, sunfish, green, no. Red, blue, orange, no. Green pumpkin, no. Clever, no. Joy thief. We talked about it. We absolutely talked about it. I'm not blowing smoke here. Pro blue, no. Purple, no. Sexy shad, no. Firing shad, no. Clear, no. I told you the color. Watermelon, no. Holy cow. Are we going to get an answer here? Poop brown. You might be right. I mean, it's good. It's as good as any. Yellow, no. Bone, no. Brown, no. John Smith got it. Silver. Bam, bam, bam. How about that? John Smith, the man who got an X tonight, has won again. The only way you can win twice in a night is to win and get on the X, strike out, and you can win again. And John Smith has done it tonight, and he has done it in the past. That is amazing. John Smith is a lucky man. Congratulations, John Smith. Silver was the right question. Irish girl. Hey, we don't have many ladies. It's nice to see a lady. All right, John Smith, let's spin. You're right, Bob. John Smith is good at this game. He won this time. He got a 1, but at least he won. Congratulations, John Smith. What? Pick your poison. All right. He says yes. Don't know what that means. John Smith, this is not a yes or no question. It is which bucket? There you go, soft plastic, and go for those Havoc baits deep in the bucket. Okay. He's looking for Havoc lures deep in the bucket. There we go. Well, they're not Havoc lures. They are 10,000 fish saw craws. The 10,000 fish saw craw, and this is blue craw color. Infused scent and salt. Congratulations, John. You got it, Daniel. Drunken Sailor. John Smith is a winner again. How about this dude? The only guy who doesn't care about getting a red strike because he's just going to win again. That does it, boys and girls. Thanks for joining the show tonight. Appreciate you all being on a lot. When exactly are you going to do the KVD Best Caster Reel? We are going to do it the end of February or the very first week of March, whichever that Saturday, however that Saturday lines out. I'll tell you next week. I'll give you the date next week for the reel. So thank you, everyone, for hopping on tonight. Appreciate all your support. Please smash that like button, if you will. Please share the video with other folks. Let's get more subs on here. Appreciate it a lot. We need a no giveaway stream for at least an hour. Yeah, I'm going to start doing that, Jan. I'm going to do a stream. Probably going to do 2 streams a week. One where we do prizes and one where we just talk fishing. And now that I got my camera and set up about right, we'll probably start that next. Okay, to get entered in for the reel, all you got to do is win any of these prizes. Basically, you get one question right, your name goes in the drawing to win the reel. That's how the reel works. And the reel is a quantum smoke. Here's the reel, donated by C Big Hill. This is the prize that we will do. Probably be the first week of March because I'm sure the way the Saturdays work out, and February is a short month. So thanks for hopping on tonight, Ty. Good having you on. Yeah, I can open it if you want to see the reel. Yeah. It is a Quantum Smoke, which is a very nice reel. When this was new, it was $179. This is discontinued. That's why I said when it was new. They still make the Quantum Smoke, but they don't make the KVD version because KVD is now sponsored by Luz, not Quantum. That's what it looks like. It's all black with red accents. Pretty sweet reel. See you, Bob Witt. Thanks for hopping on. February 27th is the last Saturday in February. So we'll probably do the first week of March. Jan, don't be opening my reel. That's a good one. Didn't Bass Pro buy Luz? I do not know. I know that Strike King owns Luz, but I don't know about Bass Pro. Good night, T-Star 300. Thanks for joining us. Everybody have a good night. I will see you guys next week. And until next time, happy fishing. We are done in 3, 2, 1. Bye.